Winter's my favorite weather, 'cause it brings you close, and I need you close. Yeah, wish we could stay here forever. Each day you keep getting better. Gotta love you close, and I need you close. I need you close. Yeah. Na 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 na. Every day, look away. Na 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 na. Every day, look away. We could be.
Hey everybody, give me a 2 in the chat. If you can hear me, I will be on screen in a second, but give me a 2 really quick in the chat if you can hear me as we're getting everything taken care of behind the scenes. Let me know if whether or not you can hear me, okay? Really quick, let's see. Perfect. I'm so excited to be here with you. What is crazy, y'all, is tonight it almost, I don't want to say it almost didn't happen, but it almost didn't happen, because today has been a very eventful day. Okay, and not only has today been a very eventful day, the Lions are playing today, so I want to pre-warn you, baby, you are going to hear some screaming randomly. You're going to hear some random screaming popping off, and it's beyond my control. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it. All right. So where are you watching from? Let me know where you're watching from. And if you're drinking anything, let me know what you're drinking. As you're watching this, you're going to see this side of my hair start to sweat and stuff. So let me know if whether or not you can see me okay. Let me know if whether or not you can hear me okay, because today I want us to hop right into polymers. Now, I'm pretty sure that you guys, if you're not new to my channel, you've heard me talk about polymers before. I'm going to put my glasses on. Today is one of those days that I need glasses. I'm pretty sure that you've heard me talk about polymers before. If you have, give me a 3 in the chat if you've heard me talk about polymers before. Let me know. And I'm going to adjust this light in a second. But right now, this is what we're doing. Okay, right now, this is what we're doing. This is end of the day hair, end of the day makeup. You guys are going to see on the next couple of videos that I have coming up. Today was filming day for me, so I've literally been filming all day. Okay, perfect. So you remember, okay, the thing about polymers. So the very last video that I uploaded to my channel was about braiders braiding with edge control, right? Let me know in the chat. You don't got to give me a number. Just let me know whether or not you watched that, right? In the chat, let me know. So that video, this is killing me. By the way, I'm a hairstylist that also worked on set. So I'm used to looking at somebody in the viewfinder and being like, stop real quick, and fixing hair. So I'm going to do that a lot. And I really can't help it. If it's going to bother you, scratch your butt and get glad. I don't really know what to tell you. Okay. So when we are talking about the video that I did yesterday, it was about edge control and cosmetologists or hairstylists. I believe a lot of these are just hairstyle, or I don't want to say just hairstylists, like a hairstylist isn't a commendable job, but these are people who didn't really go to school, or people who don't really know what they're doing. It's kind of a fad. It's a new thing. If you are over 35, you are used to getting your hair braided without edge control? Let me know in the comments, because I don't want to put words in your mouth. I'm gonna move this light and you let me know in the comments. Are you used to, how old are you? And if you're over 35, do you remember getting your hair braided without edge control? Let me know. Gotta move this camera, baby. I mean the light. Yeah. Oh, that's better. That's so much better. Even though this side of my hair is, this is going to be a curl by the end of this. Okay. The excessive use of polymers is why I indicated that with minimum of use, listen. But we'll go in a minute. We'll get into twists later. Because why? Can I ask y'all a question? And this isn't to, we'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it. Okay. So all of y'all remember there was a time where y'all were able to get y'all hair braided without edge control, without heavy polymers, without all this grease and oil and all of that in your scalp. Like you remember that time. And if you remember correctly, that time was also before the days of like influencer marketing and stuff like that. That was before people were actually getting paid and getting money for telling you to go buy certain things. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? I don't want to just be saying stuff. Let me know if I'm wrong as I'm going. Yep, I'm 38 and edge control was never a thing when getting braids. My last braider only used a little edge control. I was 25 then. 47, and I don't know why they started doing that foolishness. I'm reading this because I just want to make sure that we can all agree that it's not just me, right? Because it's not just me. Hold on, let me keep reading your comments. Nothing but a little blue magic. I'm about 30 and I don't do braids no more. No edge control when I get braids. I used to get freestyle braids and micro braids, no edge control. Hey, Crate. Hi, Bill. How are you? I didn't even know that was you, girl. See, that's why I got on glasses today because it's taking a minute for my eyes to focus. So if we can remember correctly, using edge control and things of that nature on the scalp, that's not normal, right? That's not something that we've been doing for a long time. So what I want to ask you is, when did this start, right? Hey, sister. So when did this start? When did it come? Where did it come from? And moreover, where did women lose their ability to ask questions like, hey, what's that? Hey, do we need that shit? Hey, what's that? These are things that I really, really want you to think about, right? Hold on. Give me a second real quick. We got to share this screen really quick because we're going to this, and then after we get done going through this, then we can go ahead and get into questions or anything like that, right, that you guys want to get into. So let's hop right into it. Now, if you can see this, give me a 3 in the chat. If you can see it, I'm going to take myself off of the screen for a split little second, but give me a 3 if you can see this. If it's popping up, good for you, because I don't want to keep talking if you can't see it and if it's not popping up good on your TV screen. You know what I mean? Thank you. It is in the process of sweating out. So by the time this gets done, be expecting my shave side to also be my Afro puff side. Okay, so everybody can see me. Okay, good, perfect. So, well, not me, but the slide. All right. So if you are new here, hi, hello. My name is CynDoll. My government is Cyn Smith, right? And I am a licensed cosmetologist, going scientist, trichologist, research scientist, herbalist, and owner of Simple Apothecary LLC. So the things that I'm saying are coming out of love, and they are coming from a scientific perspective, from all little, spaces and gauges of the industry, right? So I really, really hope that made sense. Is everybody with me, right? Are we good? Are we good? Are we good, Ruby? All right. So you are in the right place if and only if you are ready to hear new information that you have never heard before, right? So are you ready to be like, girl, what? That's crazy. Like, I didn't even think about that. Or ready to link science with common sense, because that's the number one thing that I'm trying to do today. I don't need you to take my words as a prayer book. I just need you to unlock that little common sense button in your head, my baby. Okay? And ready to be honest with yourself, ready to look in the mirror. If you are one of those women whose booty starts itching when somebody tells them that they have to be accountable, this is not going to be the place for you. And lastly, ready to make real, authentic changes. But I need you to know, my baby, that you are in the wrong place if you are looking for a product to fix your hair issues. So if you are sitting around like, oh my God, by the end of this, she gonna tell me a good product. Nope, that's not gonna happen. You're in the wrong place. Or if you are ready to debate and go back and forth, find fault, and not able to listen to understand. Most people listen so they can find fault and listen so they can argue. Don't listen to respond, listen to understand. Or if you're looking to avoid facts, that's going to be a problem. And lastly, if you're a little bothered by a little self-love and a self-promotion, you're not going to like this place. So trigger warning, because I am going to be myself. Everything that I am saying is coming out of love. I don't know you, girl, and you don't know me. So do not get offended by anything that I say. Just take your pen and paper out and ask yourself this question: who does she remind me of, and what routine holds so much emotion that is able to rage bait you? Even if you came to this video from somebody sending you here, right? If you came here because somebody sent you here and you was angry, I need you to ask yourself, why does the hair hold so much emotion, right? And why does a conversation about hair pull so much anger and frustration out of you? Answer those things for me. And while you doing that, make sure you are following me on Instagram, my baby. It's super easy and it's free. All right? I love y'all. Now, let's look deep inside. Let's hop right into it. Water. Water is often the primary ingredient, as it provides the base for the product and helps with moisture, right? That's water. Emulsions. There are ingredients like mineral oil, shea butter, or various natural oils. They help to moisturize and add shine to edges. And then lastly is going to be the thickening agents. Some products may contain thickening agents like beeswax, which help to provide the necessary hold and structure. So what are polymers? Right? Let me know. Give me a 2 in the chat if you know what polymers are, if you've ever heard of the word polymer, and let me know, right? And this is why we are going to break down the science today, because it's easy to be like, oh, she's making stuff up. But it's another thing for me to say, oh, these oils and these butters and these edge controls don't go on your scalp. It's one thing for me to say that, but it's a whole nother thing for you to look at the science and see that edge controls are polymers, right? So if we understand what polymers are, it's also very easy to understand that they do not go on your scalp. And this is not something that is up for debate or argument. All right. And if you want to be arguing about it, you're going to be arguing by your goddamn self. Okay, let's get into it. Give me a 2 if you're ready to dive right into it, because once I get started, I'm not going to stop until these until these slides are over. So let me know in the chat if you're ready to get it popping. Let me know. Drinking a little water. Alrighty. Polymers. Polymers such as PVP, all right? And I want everybody to take screenshots of this. If you are subscribed to my website, you're going to get these PDFs in the newsletter, all right? So subscribe to my email list. Link is going to be in the description box after this is over, all right? PVP are used to give the product its hold and keep your edges in place. All right, we're talking about the edge control right now. Next is going to be fragrance. Fragrance is added to give the product a pleasant scent. Preservatives. These are used to extend shelf life of a product, and other ingredients dependent on the specific brand and formula. Edge control products may also contain other ingredients for additional benefits, such as vitamins or herbal extracts. For example, if you see an edge control that says with tea tree oil, it just means that they have a simple little extract in it, a little bit of tea tree extract. That's it. That's all. All right. So understand that my goal for you today is for you to control your hair growth cycle and see what the habits that are causing you to run into all of these constant mistakes are. By the way, you're going to hear a man screaming and clapping in the background because we're from the D and the Lions are playing right now. I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. All right. Polymers. Polymers, which are commonly used in hair products like gels and styling products for their holding properties, are generally not applied directly to the scalp. Instead, they are used on the hair strand to create styles and hold them in place. Here are a few reasons why polymers are typically not used on the scalp. All right. Polymer 101. Number 1, skin sensitivity. The scalp is more sensitive than the hair strand. Applying product with polymers directly to the scalp can lead to irritation or discomfort for some individuals, especially those with sensitive skin. Clogging pores. Some polymers, especially those in heavy styling products, may potentially clog hair follicles and pores on the scalp. This can lead to issues such as dandruff or acne on the scalp. Acne on the scalp could be led to folliculitis. Folliculitis is an example of acne on the scalp, and this picture is folliculitis. If you have ever experienced any pimples or bumps like this anywhere on the scalp, that is folliculitis, my baby, okay? Not intended for the scalp. Most styling products, including those with polymers, are formulated for the use on the hair, not the scalp. They are designed to provide hold, shape, and contribute to the hairstyle. It is not for scalp care. If you have specific scalp concerns or are looking for products to promote scalp health, it is advisable for you to use scalp-specific products such as shampoos, conditioners, and treatments that are formulated to address scalp issues. These products are typically gentler on the scalp and can maintain the scalp a healthy scalp environment and microbiome. So the thing is, a lot of times you will just decide, oh, I'm going to rub this conditioner into the scalp. Absolutely not. Unless the formulation on the bottle says that it can be applied to the scalp, hair conditioner never goes on the scalp. Never. Okay. Applying heavy polymers directly to the scalp can have several potential consequences, and most of them are not positive for scalp health. Here are some of the issues that may arise when heavy polymers are used on the scalp. Number 1, clogging of pores, right? Irritation, product buildup, scalp dryness, hair thinning. These are all things that happen when you are greasing the scalp. So as we're talking, and as I read through these really quick, these are not rhetorical questions. I want to ask you if you have noticed all of these different things that I'm about to read through really quick. Some of these things are going to be repetitive before we move on, but as I'm talking, Do you notice any of these issues? Are you dealing with any of these? Heavy polymers can potentially clog the hair follicles and pores of the scalp. This can lead to conditions like folliculitis, which is inflamed hair follicles. Clogged pores may contribute to the development of acne and pimples on the scalp. Irritation. All right, we went over the irritation, but what I want to get to is thinning. In extreme cases, excessive use of heavy polymers on the scalp, along with other factors, may contribute to thinning or hair loss. This is particularly concerning if the scalp is not able to breathe properly due to product buildup or pore clogging. Now, this is something that a lot of y'all are not going to like for me to say, but it is what it is. One thing right now that every black woman, not every black woman, but a lot of black women, it's not one video that I post that I don't get at least one black woman like, oh, well, but blue magic, black women will argue you down for blue magic as if blue magic was created by black people for black people. It's a white man that created blue magic, a white man that own it, they keep adding stuff to it. What are y'all talking about? It is a polymer. It is a polymer. And no matter how much time goes by, what we have to stop ignoring are the examples that are before us. Look at your mothers and your grandmothers. Just because their hair is long, it doesn't mean anything. Look at their density from today, how their density is today, and look at the density of their hair when they were your age. So just because long hair does not equal healthy hair. And these are things that I want all of us to remember. To maintain a healthy scalp, it's generally best to avoid applying heavy polymers directly to the scalp. Instead, focus on using scalp-specific products. That's it. That's all. It's important to note that not all polymers are the same, and the specific type of polymer can be used between different products. Some polymers are water soluble and easy to wash out, while others may be long lasting and require thorough cleansing to remove them from the hair, like edge control. Edge control was never meant to be put all over your hair anyway. Okay. Or the scalp. If you have a specific preference about ingredients or hair products, it's really important to read the label. So before we move on, are you ready to break old habits? Because if you're not, I don't even know if I want to keep moving on, or I don't know if I want you to be here while I'm moving on. So I'm going to give you a second to either scratch your butt and prepare yourself, or for you to get up and get out, because I'm not about to bite my tongue. Okay? Is everybody okay? Is everybody okay? Okay, we okay. We okay. We doing okay. So there are multiple steps first. The first thing that I need you to do, and the first thing that I need you to get in the mind frame of doing, is detoxing your body. But anytime I say detox, everybody thinks that I mean, oh, I'm gonna get a shampoo. No. If your hair is produced within your gut, what I'm asking you to detox is your body. Okay? Everybody, the video that I recorded today, I'm going to come on the screen for 2.5 seconds because I want you to see my face when I say this. Hold on, sexy Mac, sexy. Give me a minute. Babies, oh, how are you? How you feeling today? So with a lot of times, or most of the time, I always get questions about Ayurvedic medicine. How do I feel about Ayurvedic hair care and things of that nature? I am an herbalist. I love herbs in all of their forms, and I absolutely love Ayurvedic medicine. But what I do not love is the laziness of women. Most people don't even know that the word Ayurvedic is derived from Sanskrit, right? And the word means like the first part of the word means life, and the second part of the word means education. So Ayurvedic medicine literally means education of life. So everyone who's into Ayurvedic medicine, you've done absolutely no educating yourself, because if you did, you would understand that herbs do not go on the scalp the way that you guys are putting them on the scalp. You would understand that. I want everybody to actually get into Ayurvedic herbs, but educating yourself about them, the pros and the cons, understanding that they all don't go in your hair. So I said that to say this. As I began unpacking a few of these things, there will be people that watch my videos and say, oh, well, I'm going to put this in my hair. I am not telling you to do that. And if you go bald head, that is on you. Hey, Mr. Judge, sir, if you are Mr. Judge, sir, and you use this video, Mr. Judge, sir, I did not tell her ass to put nothing in her hair. You hear me? You understand? Mr. Judge, sir, Mrs. Judge, ma'am. Okay, let's keep going. I just want to be very clear. Let's be very clear. Okay? So, when it comes to the scalp, right? We have long-term damage and we have short-term damage. In the comments, really quick, I want you to let me know what category do you feel like your scalp falls in. Long-term damage or short-term damage? Let me know in the comments really quick. Let me know in the chat, right? So when we're talking about the hair shaft falls in the category of long-term damage, because the hair shaft is not a renewable resource like your skin is as it pertains to it healing itself, right? So when we're talking about the skin, your scalp, right? You can get an abrasion on your scalp. You can burn your scalp and it can heal, right? A scab will create, there'll be new cells that recumulate, like your body's magnificent. However, the human hair shaft is not that way. If the human hair shaft breaks, that's it and that's all, right? You have to cut the end or it's going to keep splitting up the hair shaft. So when we're talking about different hair shaft disorders, or when we're talking about just trying out or sampling out all of these different oils and butters and all of these different things, your hair shaft is not going to just renew itself. It's not going to do that. If you mess up, if this product that you're just trying out, just seeing what happens. I'm just seeing what happens. When you try it out and you just see what happens. If it breaks your hair off, you have to start all over just because you wanted to try a product just to see what happens. This is the hair shaft disorder that most women who are in the team natural sphere are experiencing. If you are somebody who goes straight from, always wearing your hair in natural styles and stuff like that, and then you go straight in your hair, even once you get your ends trimmed, right? Even once you get your ends trimmed, or once you put serum, no matter what anybody does, you have these frizzy ends. Or not even just frizzy ends, like your hair is just frizzy and crunchy feeling. Most likely you have this hair shaft disorder. And most women who sleep with wet hair, most women who do top knot buns on wet or damp hair, most women, their hair looks like this. I want you to look at the picture on the right, right? Now, picture in your mind's eye, as you're looking at this picture, I want you to imagine in your mind, right? Imagine in your mind someone who puts their hair in a ponytail at the top of their head, in a tight ponytail. Do you see this line? Do you see the bottom of the hair strand is intact, but then there's a split and a really weak frazzle? The hair is barely holding on. And then there's the other end at the top. All right. Which one do you think is the one person who is really, really, really a person who has been following team natural practices? Like, which one? Please let me know. Give me 1 second. Okay, back. Sorry, guys. So as you look at this picture, right? As you're looking at this picture, I need you to understand that when you are constantly styling your hair when it's wet, right? Doing your hair when it's wet, combing your hair when it's wet, detangling and snatching out loads of hair when it's wet, putting your hair in a ponytail when it's wet. Think about it. And I'm serious. When you see it in your mind's eye, let me know. You know how you wrap that ponytail holder around real tight? And then when you take the ponytail holder off, how his hair still attached to the ponytail holder? This is what it looks like. This is what the hair that came out of the ponytail holder looks like. This is commonly known as a disorder of the hair shaft, and it refers to a condition that's characterized, by the formation of knots or tangles in the hair. While there can be various factors contributing to this condition, here are a couple. Okay? So most of the time, you are prone to this structure or to this hair shaft disorder based on your curl pattern, right? But when a scientist says that, it's not to say, oh, you're automatically gonna have this happen if your hair is curly. It's to say that when we look at the books, the majority of women that have this hair shaft disorder have curly hair. But then when you, as a scientist, when you go deeper, right? When you do the scientific method, that was just my hypothesis, okay? But when I go deeper and I start doing my scientific research and I start looking at the data, what I'm finding is all of my clients, I've had over 47,000 of them, most of my clients are wrapping tight elastic bands around their hair while their hair is wet. Even that long stretchy band y'all like to use to make one big puff, that too. It's the same level of breakage. And these are the things that I really want you guys to think about, because it's not just as simple as, oh, I'm gonna just put my hair in a ponytail. You really need to educate yourself on the human body. Again, the next video that I post is coming later. I keep bringing it up because I just got done filming about it. But when we're talking about Ayurvedic medicine, y'all don't even know what the word means. It means education of life. It means study of life. It means life science. Education of life science. The science of life. Like y'all. So for everybody's like, I'm not in the science. Well, if you're not in the science, you're not into Ayurvedic medicine either. Putting herbs and all of these things in your hair without understanding the science of the human body and its makeup. Single strand knots are at an all-time high, but y'all call them single strand knots. This is the scientific name for single strand knots. Trichinodosis. There is only so much trichinodosis going around because you guys are following the same exact patterns over and over and over and over and over again. Single strand knots, aka trichinodosis. The scalp is short term. Why? Because we can heal it. If you stop now, if you stop filling your scalp up with butters and oils and greases and things of that nature, if you stop now, you can fix it. The hair shaft, long-term damage. You trying all that stuff on your hair, girl, it messed up. You try one product on your hair, it messed up, that's it. Your scalp, you got a chance. Because even if you mess up your hair, you can cut it off, start back over again from scratch as long as that scalp is together. But guess what? If for the summer, your protective style is going to a chick that's covering your scalp with polymers, like the one we just got done talking about, because we just went over polymers and what they were. So if your protective styles are covering the scalp with polymers, the short-term damage of the scalp is going to turn into a long-term disorder. Short-term stuff is like dandruff, folliculitis, Psoriasis isn't really you can control it, but scientists don't really have a cure for it. But I've given clients routines, not products, but routines that make the psoriasis non-existent. These are things that I want you to think about. Now it's time for us to be honest, and then we're going to shoot with questions. I'm going to answer questions for about 30 minutes, and then I'm going to go eat, because I've literally been filming all day, but I can't keep putting this conversation off. And I had quite a few people in the last video asking questions, so I just want to leave this open board, baby, open board. But is this you? Single strand knots, flaky or itchy scalp, dry hair, dry scalp, breakage, or hair growth wall? Is this you? Now, I'm about to play this video again, right? Look at the screen. Now, this is what the hair follicle looks like. When you are a person who says, oh, I don't shampoo my hair. I don't shampoo my hair. I don't need to shampoo my hair. It shampoo itself. Dirt make your hair grow. This is what your follicle looks like. Dirt do not make your hair grow. Dirt makes your follicle stay clogged. Wash your funky scalp. That's what we're going to do all 2025. Task number 1. It's time to do a self-consult. Ask yourself real questions. Ask yourself real questions. Why is it that I can't commit to one hairstyle? Why do I feel the need? And this is a real life question, and I want you to write it down. But if you have an answer, it would be great for you to answer me in the comments. Why can't I commit to one hairstyle and that just be my thing? Stick to that. Why do I feel so burdened down and so trapped in only wearing my hair one way because of the color of my skin? I'm for real. Like, really ask yourself that question. Why do I feel like I'm not proud of the color of my skin if I decide to blow dry my hair or straighten it? Why do I feel that way? I'm serious. Like, ask yourself these questions, and you don't have to answer me. Ask yourself these questions for real and see what type of answer you get. How intentional are you with your hair health? Number 1, how often do I shampoo my hair in a month? Let's keep it 100. A lot of people you're not going to be honest with yourself, especially sometimes when you think about it, if you're embarrassed by the thought. Okay? If you're embarrassed by the thought. Give me a 2 if y'all can hear me again. Somebody give me a 2 real quick if you can hear me. How often do I shampoo my hair in a month? How often do I shampoo in a month? Okay. Number 2, how many times do I wet my hair in 1 week? Thank you. Thank you. You said you shampoo twice a week. Okay. Yes, baby. How many times do I wet my hair in 1 day/week? Let's be real. How many times are you wetting your hair in 1 day? Are you walking around spraying your hair like you a little wet poodle? Like your name Pinky from Friday? Like you got Jerry Curl juice in that bottle? Are you? Tell the truth. Shame the devil. Are you spraying your hair with water bottles every day? Huh? Number 3, how much do you comb your hair through the week? Do you comb your hair once a week? Do you comb your hair once a day? Do you comb your hair never unless you go to a hair appointment? Be honest. How often is a player combing their hair? All right. Ignore this because the sale is over and I don't know why I didn't edit this out. So it ain't no sale and it ain't no code. I mean, you could probably try it, baby, but I don't know how that's going to go. Now, this is a 5-step process that I want us to all go through together. And on the next live, I'm going to check in to see if everybody did their homework. Because if you didn't, I'm going to be real upset because I'm about to sit in here and I'm about to answer a bunch of questions. And if y'all not, God damn it, I'm gonna be pissed if y'all don't do homework and I'm sitting here opening up my brain matter to y'all. Number one, go within to learn your science. What is your porosity? Like, what kind of products does your hair take? What type of products does your hair not take? Number two, apply your science with facts. Stop looking on YouTube for people that are making stuff up. Look for people who give you pros and cons of products. Look for people that do not promise any product in the bottle being the end all be all without giving you proper steps that you have to take from an internal level. Like, apply your science with facts. Everything that comes out of my mouth, you can verify. Find your tools and set a routine. Once you follow the science, once you've learned your science and you've applied your science with facts, find the tools that you need and set a routine. Number four, detox and set a balanced pH from the inside out. Detox and set the balanced pH level of your body from the inside out. Y'all, right now, we are on Google. Google owns YouTube. If you need to know, if you don't want to pay for any of my classes, any of my courses, ebooks, anything, you get on Google and you learn from a real scientific journal or get some books and you learn how to detox your body and set the normal pH balance from the inside out. You do that. Last up is going to be follow up with maintenance. Have a repetitive cycle, a pattern, and a routine. And the thing about having a pattern or a routine that a lot of people skip over, when we're talking about having a pattern or a routine, when I say that, I mean having a pattern, have a pattern or a routine that you so locked into, it don't matter who comes out with a new hair product, you're not going to buy it because you're locked into your pattern and routine. You are so locked into your pattern and routine that even if Kimbra comes out with a new shampoo and conditioner tomorrow, you so locked in to your Nexus, you're not switching over. Or if Nexus comes out with a new product tomorrow, you so locked into Kimbra that you're not switching over. Like, get to that place. Get to a place where you're not so easily manipulated and so easily swayed left and right. All somebody got to do is fart 17 times and tell y'all to jump over backwards with long hair, and y'all all gonna be doodling on y'all so trying to fart 17 times in a row. It ain't that deep. All right. So what do you think about the conversation we've had thus far? Let me know on a scale from 1 to 10. Do you agree or disagree with me? I need you to do your homework more so on polymers. You have the screenshots. I begin the scientific information for you. You can rewind it as many times as you need to take the screenshots that you need to take, right? Take all of the screenshots that you need to take, but start doing the research for yourself. I challenge you to be offended by people who are on misinformation, as if you do not have the ability to get online and use your fingers, just like this person using their fingers, to swipe around and search for the information that you need. Be honest. We are here to learn. What do you need to change? What do you need to change? Let me know. What do you need to change? What are the things that you like? You know what, Cyn? After listening to this, I have been dusty as hell with that. Let me get my life together with that. Does anybody want to say anything? And if you don't want to share with everybody in the world, okay, you do not have to, but write it down for yourself. Anything that I ask you, I need you to write it down and answer those questions for yourself, because the thing is, the more you can sit and think about things, the better it is. The more you can sit down and think, the easier it is for you to collect information. So this is the last thing that I'm going to say about polymers, because I am a visual learner. So I want to give you guys a visual representation of what I'm saying. All right. So I need everybody to do me a favor. I'm about to stop this. I'm going to stop this from scrolling. Is it cutting off words? Yes, it is. Okay, hold on. So I need y'all to get a screenshot of this. And if you love me, if you don't love me, then whatever. Like, I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't love me, forget you. Forgot you. I never even thought about you, baby. But if you do, then I really, 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 really need you to see this in your mind's eye. Lose the offense, lose the argumentativeness, lose all of that. Nobody cares. My family's eating. Y'all go hear doors slamming. Oh well, Shalissa. But everybody take a screenshot, right? And after we get off of this live tonight, what I need you to do is act like you in school to be a scientist or something, and you got to do some studying. And I want you to Google and write down the definition of every part of the skin that is sticking out, every blood vessel, everything, every word that's sticking out, every description. I need you to take a screenshot. Write it down. When you get home, do your own research on it. So let's start. The first thing, the only thing that so far, when we're talking about hair, when we talk about YouTube, when we're talking about people on YouTube, the only thing that any of y'all are paying attention to is the hair shaft. The hair shaft, and that's it. The hair shaft and maybe the epidermis level. So give me a 1 when you see hair shaft and epidermis. That's the only part of the human scalp or the human hair shaft that any of y'all think about is the hair shaft and the epidermis. Let me go to the comments to make sure y'all with me, because I'm not trying to be talking to myself. Okay? You like visuals. Oh, me too. We going in, right? Okay. So the epidermis is the very first top layer of skin, okay? And then we see where the hair shaft is. Now, when you put something like, what you call that stuff? Edge control on the scalp or anything, anything, your edge control, your blue magic, your rice nipple juice, everything. When you put it on the scalp, it sits on this top layer, on the epidermis, right? Now, when we're talking about your increase in blood flow and blood circulation and massaging the scalp and things of that nature, when you massage the scalp, yes, the blood vessels are connected up there, yes, but most of the stimulation as it pertains to the growth of the follicle, the growth of the hair shaft, the health of the hair shaft is coming all the way from the bottom, from the hair's root, all the way from the bottom. Do you see it? So it's not like everything that you need is on the very top. Everything's at the bottom. But guess what? By you putting polymers on the scalp, all you're doing is blocking this entryway. So all where the hair root is, all where the sebaceous gland is, the dermis, where all of these things are, you've blocked the oxygen flow. Not only have you blocked the oxygen flow, do you see where the pore of the sweat duct is? So when you put blue magic on your scalp, you're feeling the pore of the sweat duct, the sweat gland duct. You are covering that with petroleum. Can you please tell me what benefit you covering the pore of the sweat gland duct? What benefit does that serve? These are the questions that we need to begin asking. These are the questions that you need to ask yourself. Look at the sebaceous gland, right? And give me a 2 in the chat. No, I already said 2. Give me a 5 in the chat when you see the sebaceous gland. I'm not going to talk until I see at least 3 5s. And it's 81 people in here, and we need way more thumbs up than this. This is so ridiculous, guys. Give this video a thumbs up. But let me know when you see the sebaceous gland, please. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, sister. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. We all see it. Okay. Okay, so the sebaceous gland is, you see the little boobie right there on the side. Its only purpose is to produce sebum. Sebum is the natural oil that comes out of your body. It comes out of the hair follicle, right? So the sebaceous gland lies on the side of the hair follicle. It produces the sebum there, and then it pushes the sebum inside of the follicle and directly up the hair shaft. And the sebum, your hair is coated in sebum before it protrudes out of the pore. So I have a question. And this is not a rhetorical question. And after we talk about this here, from now on, when you go on a channel that tells you to grease or oil your scalp, I need you to tell them to answer this question for you, even though most likely your comment is going to get deleted. But I need you to ask them to answer this question for you. How does me putting oil or a polymer on my scalp aid sebum and my hair from coming out? And my hair is already covered in sebum. So if my hair is covered in sebum before it protrudes out of my hair's pore, why do I need to grease my scalp? Do you understand that if your hair is in a sack full of sebum, as it's coming out of the hair shaft, you combing your hair distributes the oil instantly. Instantly. Does that make sense to you? If it doesn't make sense, we're not going to keep talking. If it doesn't make sense, then I'll explain it in another way. Does that make sense to you? The sebaceous glands right there. Those two little nipples. Those two little sideways little chicken nipples. It's sebum, aka oil, being produced in there. It shoots straight out of there, straight up the hair shaft. You can visually see it yourself. I'm not making this shit up. You can visually see it. It comes straight out of there, straight up the hair shaft. It's all covered. Your hair is covered in sebum as soon as it comes out of the pore, regardless of your hair texture. Do you understand the lies that they spread? Oh, sebum isn't able to, because your hair is curly, sebum isn't able to travel down the hair shaft. My baby, sebum is wrapped around your hair before it protrudes out of the pore. All you have to do is comb it to distribute it on the rest of your hair. There is always sebum on your scalp. Combing your hair gets it from your scalp to your ends. It's so simplistic. Please let me know if it makes sense. Like, please let me know, am I making sense? Like, thank you. It's not that complicated, and you can visually see it. I'm not about to argue with these people. I'm not doing it. I'm not going back and forth with nobody. You do it. Because y'all the ones who need to know, my baby. I already know. So now that you see this, I didn't make this shit up. Like, I want you, when we get done, go fact check me. I want you to look up so many pictures of the sebaceous gland that your thumbs hurt. Keep looking it up and see if I made this shit up or if it's for real. And then I need you to make, if it makes sense to you, explain, have them explain to you why the fact that God, look how magnificent. Yeah, girl. God literally thought of everything when he created us. Like, what? Y'all going running around putting oil in y'all hair. I know God, like, well, just Just screw me, huh? I guess I'm a dumbass. I guess the sebaceous gland literally serves no other purpose than to produce oil. And then God made it so that your body has the sebaceous gland connected directly to the side of your hair follicle, directly to the side of the hair follicle. So your hair is covered in sebum before it comes out of the pore. But you covering your scalp with oil. So can you please explain to me how the oil that God already put on your hair is supposed to fight through all of the layers of shit that you put in on your hair? Not to mention you walking around with wet hair all the time, and water and oil don't mix. And guess what? Sebum actually isn't an oil, it's a waxy substance, and wax and oil definitely doesn't mix. So you want to know why you have dry hair? If your hair is always wet, you have your answer. You want to know why your hair is dry? If you're always air drying your hair, you have your answer. It's very simple. It's very simple. Yes, that's the you spilling the beans, but that's the video that I'm doing tomorrow. They were doing treatments. They were not adding oil to their hair. It wasn't an everyday practice. It was a ritualistic practice where they did treatments. Like, these are things that I want y'all to understand. So when we are talking about, when we are all over YouTube, right? And we're constantly looking at all of these videos, everybody has the solution. Everybody has the solution. All you gotta do is put this in your hair. All you gotta do is this. But nobody wants to do the basics. Nobody, buddy, nobody. So these are the things that I really, really want y'all to get into. These are the things that I really want y'all to understand. And then this is another thing y'all you won't want to hear. If you are a person who sweats a lot in their scalp, guess what, my baby? Silk presses are not for you. If you are a person who is always pouring sweat and you cannot control it, like I sweat a lot, but I can control it. I know how to control it. If you cannot control it, silk presses may not be for you. You know why? Look at where the sweat gland is. Give me a 1 when you find the sweat gland. Give me a 1 when you find the sweat gland. So the sweat gland is at the bottom, but the pore of the sweat gland, where the sweat comes out, is right on your scalp. So if you just got your hair straightened and the pore from your sweat gland is right there, the sweat is coming right up on your scalp, it's not for you. It doesn't matter what you do. There's nothing I can do. So antiseptic, right? There are certain things. There's this thing that I found. You said 1, I found it. There are something that I found where basically it's like deodorant for your scalp. I think it's a horrible idea, because what deodorant for your scalp does is plugs this duct. The sweat gland, the pore of the sweat gland, it plugged this gland duct. It's gonna clog it on purpose. And even though it'll stop the sweat, if the sweat can't come out, where is it gonna go? It's gonna cause problems elsewhere. So I wouldn't do that. Okay. So those are things that I really, really, really want everybody to think about, because it is bigger than just getting a hair product and putting it on your hair. When I say that nothing goes on the scalp but shampoo, this is exactly what I mean. Shampoo is different because it's formulated to cleanse this first layer. It's formulated to cleanse the epidermis properly, without clogging the pores, without clogging the follicles. That's what it's made for. Or if you have a shampoo or a conditioner that is made specifically for the human scalp, then that's different, because the things that they were meant for, the things that it was meant for, is going to make sure that that formulation isn't going to clog the pore or the follicle. Okay, I really, really hope that this makes sense. Yes, 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 yes. Sweaty girls need roller sets, perm rod sets, flexi rod sets, and all of that jazz. You know why? Because if your roots sweat out, girl, it don't matter. It really don't. It really don't matter. And then all you have to do is go under like a little hoodie dryer real quick, girl, and you're gonna be back in your baby. But are we okay? Before I move on, do y'all have any questions about the scalp? And again, now that y'all know this, and now that you're going to do your homework, because everybody has homework, and I expect y'all to do it, because I swear to God, if I come in here the next live, and I'll ask a couple of questions. I'm gonna ask questions about the sebaceous glands, the dermis, and I'm gonna ask about the hypodermis, because I know that only somebody who did their homework is gonna know. And if I don't have at least 3 people with an answer, I swear to God, I'm not doing no more of these lives. These lives will only be on the Guru, and they will only be on the CynDoll network. Because if I'm gonna be sitting here answering all these questions, y'all better do some homework. Okay, so I'm just saying. Okay, god damn it. All right, my baby. Okay, so I don't think anybody else has any questions about the picture specifically. So now I'm going to make sure I'm done with these slides, and then I'm going to hop into some of your comments. All right, here's another picture. Take a screenshot of this one. This is actually another really good picture. I just really, 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 really need you to understand what your scalp looks like as you're adding everything in your kitchen to your hair. Do you see that there are 10 times more things under your scalp than on top of it? And y'all adding oils and grease and butter do absolutely nothing but block airflow and blood circulation. Because guess what? You see these blood, this blah, blah, blah. You see these veins. I can't talk. These veins need proper oxygen flow. But you put blue magic on your scalp and you swear by it. You're cutting off oxygen flow. But keep doing your thing, 21. Do your thing. You know, do your thing. So did you learn anything? Let's talk in the chat and in the comments, y'all. Let's get into it. All right. Let's talk about it. All right. I really hope that I wasn't too rough. I'm gonna drink some water. I've been talking a lot, but I'm gonna get to some of your questions. Oh, thank you. Water ran down the wrong tube. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna go back up to see if I missed questions. Lovely. All I'm gonna say is this. I'm gonna get a shirt made. Everything works until it doesn't. I'm gonna ask you a question. What does the jojoba oil that you're doing for your scalp do for your scalp that the sebum that comes out of your scalp can't do? It's not a rhetorical question. What does the jojoba oil do for your scalp that the sebum that's coming out of your scalp that's already coated on your hair, what can that do that your natural sebum can't? And when you have an answer to that question, you putting jojoba oil on your scalp will make sense. And I'm sorry, I don't care how long you've been doing it, it doesn't make sense. And you would never have to use dandruff shampoo if you stop putting oil on your scalp. It makes no sense, no logical sense whatsoever. So tell me what the jojoba oil does for your scalp that the sebum can't, and then we'll go from there, because I really don't understand why you made that comment after that, but maybe you made the comment before you saw that. So does this mean everyone's sweat glass are in different locations? Are you, is this real life? And that's the thing. Nope, because my husband said if I don't have nice stuff to say, then no. Do dry scalps cause dry hair? Yes, because if your scalp is dry, sebum's not coming out, sebum's not coming out, sebum's not getting on your hair, sebum's not getting on your hair, then your hair is dry. So yes, I would do my homework for real. I'm for real. Homework make the dream work. What's the homework? I'll go back over the homework before we go. But just stay until the end and be like, see, you forgot to go over the homework. You can't say it like that because I won't be able to hear you, but say it when you type and put it in cap. Say you forgot to go over the homework. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna do, never mind. I'll go over homework now because obviously everybody was late. Oh no, I'm not. I love y'all, but I'm not going back like that because then I gotta share the screen again, and it's gonna made my eyebrows start itching just think about doing it. So the that's what homework was. So the screenshot that I told y'all to take, so just rewind it, and the picture of the human scalp and the sebaceous gland and all of that. The homework was to take a screenshot of that, right? And next to it, it had labels of what all of the different parts, like the sebaceous gland and the epidermis, the epicuticle, all that. It was all labeled. So the homework was to go and research the definition of every thing that was labeled and write the definition down. And really, like, the reason I'm saying write the definition down is because just for me, when I put pen to paper, it's like stuck in my mind. It's stuck there. And now that you know all of the inner workings of your scalp, whenever you're online watching these videos, I'm not telling you not to watch certain people, but when you're watching and you're asking questions in the comments or ask yourself, like, okay, how does this help this layer of my scalp? How does this help that? And it'll keep you from wasting money, right? It'll keep you from wasting money because it's like, okay, I don't even need this because you know all of the different parts of your body and you know that your body don't need that bullshit. That's the homework. And if I'm gonna tell y'all, like I said, if I come in here and y'all ain't did the homework, y'all all gonna be in trouble. I've been doing that as well. This last time I had an allergic reaction to a shampoo. So I have been treating my scalp the last 2 shampoos. Good for you. Me knowing that we break out our hair head. I never like oils in my hair. What happens when people scratch their scalp when they have dry scalp? Well, a lot of different things happen. Sometimes when you scratch your first off, dry scalp is almost never really dry scalp. Most people that think they have dry scalp actually just have a blocked follicle and an overproduction of sebum in the sebaceous gland, right? Let me know if y'all want me to pull those pictures back up. But an overproduction of sebum within the sebaceous gland. So when that happens, it messes up the skin cell turnover cycle. So your scalp will have more dry skin patches or more flakes on it. But it's not really dry skin. It's just dead skin turning over faster than it's supposed to, right? So a lot of times people think that all you're supposed to do is scrape it up, where in reality, what you're actually doing is causing abrasions. And when you cause abrasions, what you do is you make a factory and a breeding ground for all of the natural bacteria and yeast that already live on the scalp naturally, like the Demodex mites that I taught you about. So when people scratch the scalp, Demodex mites live in the scalp. So when you peel and scrape somebody's dandruff off their scalp, those Demodex mites be like, oh, they cooking chicken. And then they come over there and they start laying those eggs in that new skin that's now exposed. Those are facts. That was a great question. Screenshot the slides and research. Oh, I didn't even have to say all of that. Oh, Juice Lab, you are going to be a moderator as soon as I finish. So I'm going to put star next to your name so I remember, because, girl, I didn't even have to say all that. I was going to say, has a good scalp scrub. Well, thanks for listening. So one thing, I love y'all so much. I'm gonna be skipping over all hair product questions because I'm not the hair product girl. In the description box of all of my videos, I leave my Amazon store. So all of the products that I'm ever gonna recommend will be on my Amazon store. So go log in. Go check my Amazon store. Link in the description box below. And all of my recommendations, including scrubs. I have a whole list just for scrubs. You're welcome, girl. No problem. I asked because one of my issues was changing products too often. I can rotate like 2 to 3 shampoos, clarifying one wash, hydrating one wash. Changing wasn't good for my hair. No, it's not. And when you said it just made my hair hurt just reading it. It just made my hair hurt. No problem, baby. Maybe when don't we learn from you? I be trying to speak the actual factuals. Even though booties be itching whenever I say stuff, but it's like, girl, don't be mad at me. Be mad at your mama for not teaching you how to read stuff properly. Because if your mama would have taught you how to read stuff properly, y'all wouldn't be dependent on me to say it. I learned that I have a gland in my scalp that produces its own natural oil for my hair. And there is no need to add additional oil to my scalp. I also learned that polymers are not for the scalp. Oh, girl. Oh, let them know. And that's literally all I really want y'all to collect. Thank you for all of your wisdom. You're welcome. See people putting oil on their scalp and their hair is thinning. That's what I'm saying. And I'm not trying to be nasty, but however it come out is how it come out. What I want you to do is go back in time. Go back, way back in the time, right? And what I want you to do is look at how all of their hair looked when they first start oiling and greasing. Go look, Linda, go look. And then come back now in 2025 and look at the density and let's see how many big chops have they done. Just look. A lot of them are going to be blaming it on genetics or alopecia or their grandma. It's the oil. It's the oil. Sidebar, I remember you introduced me to Nexus Scalp Scrub, but also Nexus Clarifying Shampoo is the bomb. So listen, Nexus is, girl, listen, let me say, I've been doing hair for, I've been doing hair for a very long time. And Nexus is top 3 for me. That was a lie. It's top 2. It's a fight between Nexus, why my hair's driving me crazy. Like right now, I can see it in the viewfinder and it's driving me crazy. I can't help it. I did hair too wrong. I can't help it. You see, it's not supposed to be like that. Kimmer, I think Kimmer is nostalgic for me because I used it for so long, like basically through my entire career. But Nexus is like on a whole nother level. I'm not gonna hold you up. Like if you are a person who can't afford Olaplex, Nexus. Oh God. But I will say, I personally think that Nexus is for your hair if your hair is like really damaged or if you have high porosity hair. There are a couple products that are low porosity safe, but the majority of the products have a lot of like protein and stuff like that. But I'll be doing the Amazon Live on Nexus coming really soon. So stay tuned, baby. My sebum was working wonderfully. It really works well. Legit 2 weeks ago, I went and had my hairstyle at the salon after 2 years, and whatever they put on my scalp messed it up so bad. I love you so much, and this is not, I'm not being mean. Y'all have to stop playing victims. Y'all are grown women. So now that y'all have seen this screenshot of the human scalp, if y'all sit in a chair and somebody starts putting shit on your scalp, be a grown woman and say, hey, grown woman, I'm a grown woman that don't want shit on my scalp. Stop paying people to do stuff that you don't want them to do. You probably didn't know better. But now that you know, the next time somebody puts something on your scalp, tell them not to put anything on your scalp because you don't want nothing on your scalp but shampoo. It's not hard to just say, oh, I'm sorry, can you not put that on my scalp? I'm sorry. Better yet, book a consultation before you let them in your hair. Tell them that you have a really sensitive scalp and you don't like oils and butters and greases and edge controls on your scalp, and or do they kind of need those like for their styling practices? Or you don't even have to say it like that, so it's not confrontational. You could say, what types of oils or butters or greases do you use on the scalp when you styling? And then they're either going to say, oh, I don't use any. That's what I would say. Or a cosmetologist that you should go to, that's what they would say. Or they're going to be like, girl, I put coconut boo-boo juice on the scalp, and then I let you do a handstand for 25 minutes, and then you fart 6 times, and then we go. Then you say, oh, okay, thank you. You get up and don't call her again. It's so simple. It's so simple. I love y'all, but it's so simple. I don't remember what I said. It's my fault for letting someone in my head and cutting corners. Yeah, for my grandma's funeral. Yeah, your scalp been so inflamed. Girl, you was going through enough shit. Gigi just died. So now you go ahead. Gigi gone and inflammation, girl. No, you come on. We grown out here in the street. Since we can block sebum, how do you increase sebum? Now, that is something that you have to learn on the 7-day challenge. I don't teach that here because people like to steal my shit and not give me credit for it. So because the world has been blocking the follicles for years, yes, I teach people every day how to unblock them, but it is not for free anymore. Now, there is a fee. Yes, there is. Okay, I know I'm being childish, but I'm like dead ass serious. But good question. 51 and never had edge control put on my scalp ever. Let's keep it like that. Damn, my hair hella dried in. My homework is what I did in hair school. I remember me and my Paul Mitchell days. Yes, we went to hair school. So since we didn't make YouTube in the YouTube University and everybody's a cosmetology instructor, let's have some free cosmetology instruction here online. Let's fucking do it. Everybody has homework. Homework gonna make the dream work, baby. And all of y'all are the funny part about doing this type of homework, when y'all get done, y'all are going to be so irritated watching certain YouTubers. You see what I mean? It's turning into an afro over here right now, right before your eyes. So well. I want y'all to pay attention. Pay attention to who shit about to be switching up. Pay attention. No problem. I wash blow dry my scalp every week as I currently deal with seborrheic dermatitis. Do you have any styling recommendations? I usually put my hair up as I still have visible inflammation on my scalp. If you have anything going on with your scalp, you need to have no tension whatsoever. So I usually put it up. You need to stop. You need to put it down. So you obviously don't want to wear your hair like mine. So you need to do a flexi rod set, roller set, perm rod set, something. But if your hair is inflamed, do you think having it tight and up is going to do anything? Even if it's not tight, do you think something wrapped around your hair, putting tension on your scalp is going to calm inflammation? Absolutely not. Stress on any level increases inflammation. Is gel bad for the hair? I like to wear my hair slick back styles. Yes, it is. If your hair is slicked back with gel, gel is on your scalp, and gel is a polymer, like we just talked about. And polymers don't go on the scalp. So yes, gel is bad. Yep. What do you do if you have dandruff and you have to wash your hair daily? First thing, why do you have to wash your hair daily? And second thing, if you have dandruff, you need to go see your dermatologist because you have a bacterial infection in your scalp. Dandruff is a bacterial infection or fungus. Is it a fungus or a bacterial infection? It's a bacterial infection. Inflammation, dry patches, I use. So far it's good. But forget the shampoo that you use, and you need to tackle the trigger of your inflammation. Y'all need to stop running to products. Figure out why your scalp is inflamed. First there's a trigger, then there's the inflammation, then there's the scalp disorder. Right now, you're in the middle ground right before it goes to a scalp disorder that you can't reverse. So right now, instead of you attacking the end result and the cause, the end result and what the manifestation of what the trigger has caused with the inflammation, you need to tackle the trigger. You don't even know what caused the inflammation, and most likely you are doing the thing that caused the trigger every single day and then putting shampoo on it. Your scalp is like, what in the fuck? Maybe if you stop that, then we won't need this. If you have inflammation, something in your everyday life, whether it's what you doing to your hair, how you styling it, whether it's what you're eating and putting in the body, something in your life is triggering inflammation. Stop the trigger. Shampoo's not going to stop the trigger. It don't. It'll just calm it as you stop and reverse the trigger, but it's not going to stop it. So, yeah. This is my sister's best friend, and she said something. Also, guys, remember, that's how she talks. If you're putting conditioner on your scalp after shampooing it and not on your strands, once you rinse it out, you will have some residue on your scalp. Look. I need y'all to understand that. It's like, these are things that to us are so simplistic, but y'all just look straight over. And then like, oh my God, why is my hair inflamed? What's going on? Because you put conditioner on your scalp and it's still there. That's why it's itching. That's why it's flaky. And that could be why it's dry, because you got dry conditioner on there because you rubbed it into the scalp. Mm-hmm. I love what you taught on CCCA. I was diagnosed for years, but nothing worked. Mm-hmm. Are you okay now? Or are you okay now? Or is that CCCA up? Out of here, boy. Who thinks about the scalp skin turnover? I really want y'all to start doing some research on that. Conditioners for your hair strands, not the scalp. And I'm so glad, Cree, I'm so glad you said that, because, or Cree Sherelle, I'm sorry, I have to be professional, because she has a channel that y'all better be subscribed to. I swear to God, I'm gonna start looking at everybody that was on here, and if I don't see y'all over there, we're gonna have a problem. Anyway, that's something that I really need y'all to understand, because most of the times when y'all go on these videos, they're telling y'all to put conditioner on y'all hair and then rub the conditioner into y'all scalp. Most of y'all rub conditioner into y'all scalp and then rinse it out. The conditioner is still there, girl. It's still there. I was trying to understand why people who get silk presses don't sweat as much in their head. Some people do, some don't. Most people who sweat a lot in their head don't get them, which is a very smart thing to do. I sweat in my head a lot, but I wrap my hair a little differently, so it doesn't really bother me as much. And I don't sweat in my scalp as much as I sweat like on my back. So if my hair is on my back, it's gonna turn out like it turned out in that video that I posted. Ooh, baby. But for the most part, we good. All the YouTube girls are cutting their hair off. I just say another one that had their hair. I just saw another one that had her hair down her back get a taper. Yes, and they're all blaming it on alopecia. Like, do you find it funny that everybody has alopecia and balding from Mielle Organics at the same fucking time? Mielle Organics was the perfect scapegoat for everybody. It was the perfect scapegoat. What? We've been doing this Team Natural stuff. Not only are we all going bald, but the Team Natural girls are going bald too. Let's ban Mielle Organics. And then all of the girls who are going bald, they're blaming it on alopecia. They blaming it on people in their family down the line having alopecia. Nobody's going to take into effect, though, that they've been mixing oils and conditioners and then filing disputes when people say something about it. Nobody's going to pay attention to the fact that everybody's been sleeping in conditioners and everybody's been mixing coconut oil in every product that they buy and putting it in there. No, we're not going to talk about none of this. We're not going to talk about none of this. Interesting. I think I read that already. I got dragged for saying hair growth oils are scams. And this is the thing. I really wish y'all would stop saying that, because ain't nobody dragging shit. Wasn't none of these girls just talking crap bust a grape in a fruit fight. They wouldn't burp a grape if their name was Welch's. On God. Stop saying that. I ain't never been dragged. I'm pretty sure you ain't never been dragged. And I'm pretty sure the girl who's talking shit on YouTube wouldn't drag nobody in real life. So stop saying that. And the thing is, I want y'all to stop casting y'all pearls away to swine. Why, once you know better, why are y'all still in these groups talking to people? Like, you will never in your natural born life see me in any Team Natural comment section arguing with nobody about nothing. You'll never see it. You'll never see it. You'll never see it. Like, what it's, and some people are gonna take offense to what I'm about to say next. I don't care. Me getting into a Team Natural comment section and going back and forth is like Albert Einstein going into a kindergarten class and arguing with a kindergartner about his theory. I'm dumb. You've never walked into a room to even get a piece of the education that I've had. Why would I go back and forth with you? That's crazy. It's crazy. Oh yeah, some people have really, 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 really active sweat glands and some don't. Some people barely sweat at the gym. My 90-year-old neighbor still has a head full of hair. I asked her if she ever oiled her scalp, and she said that she never oiled. I know, because you're not a door. You're a squeaky door. I'm squeaking. Get some oil so the squeaks will be out. It's stupid. It's dumb. I literally just showed you a sebaceous gland. Okay. The Demodex mites. Remember what I taught you about Demodex mites? It's about to be gross again. We about to say hi to Leroy. Let's talk to Leroy. Before we see Leroy, here go his kids, right? Here go Leroy's kids. Here goes Leroy's kids. So we already talked about the sebaceous gland, right? So I'll let you guys see the sebaceous gland and what the sebaceous gland looks like. So the sebaceous gland releases sebum. The sebum is coated on the hair shaft automatically, right? But it's constantly, the sebaceous gland is constantly producing sebum. Excuse me. So your body will be overrun with sebum if God didn't do something. Didn't make something to eat excess sebum constantly. It would have to be something live. It would have to be something living to be able to eat the excess sebum, because if the sebum gets too much, if there's too much sebum, I'm going to get inflammation. They're going to get inflammation within the hair's follicle. So I have to create something that is going to do away with excess sebum, because if the hair's follicle has too much sebum, it gets infected and inflamed like this. So God's like, okay, I have to create something microscopic that's living, that can eat and reproduce on its own without hurting the body, right? And a parasite is a living organism that needs another living organism. And then boom, shaka, boom, here comes Leroy. Okay? God made Leroy. Leroy is right here. Leroy is a Demodex mite. And I know he looks scary, but this boy, this man here, okay, he got kids. Here go Leroy kids, all right? There goes Sebanisha, Scalpalia, all right, Epidermica, and Dermanisha, okay? Those are all of Leroy's children. And these are the Demodex mites that God literally created to live on the human scalp to eat excess sebum, and they are always protruding out of the follicle. But guess what? You know what? Like, on God. And again, research it on your own. I am not making this up. Demodex mites, what I'm saying right now, research this. Demodex mites don't have an ass. They don't have a booty hole, right? So when they get full, they explode. And when you go to sleep at night, these Demodex mites come out on your scalp. They lay eggs and they begin reproducing. Now, if you coat the scalp in oils and butters, do you not understand that all of the lipids, the botanicals, all of the key constituents that make oils amazing, Leroy like them too. Leroy and all his kids, they his favorite food. So when you greasing up your goddamn scalp at night, Leroy and all his damn kids, they coming on the scalp and they eating, and Sebanisha and Dermatisha, they all on there and they getting down, my baby. So when you oiling and greasing the scalp, all you are doing is feeding your scalp's microbiome. And Demodex mites are a part of your body's natural microbiome. And that's something that and those are things that y'all really need to understand. So when we are talking about I'm sorry, I gotta get back up to y'all comments. When we are talking about dandruff and the scalp and oiling and greasing the scalp and all of that, it's like, these are the questions that y'all have to ask yourself. When we're talking about Ayurvedic medicine, we are talking about science. That's what we're talking about. When you break down the Sanskrit word, that's what it means. So I need y'all to really, really understand how things go. It's not as simplistic of just randomly putting something in your head. There we go. Yes, it is. Who I love next is. I was just about to say, you also introduced me to Kimra leaving. Baby, my hair has been flourishing because of you. No, girl, it ain't because of me. It's because of Kimra, girl. I didn't even make it, girl. And that's what I mean. if camera's good, even though I said Nexus is amazing, don't you go try no goddamn Nexus. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. That was not my hand. That was your hand. I just smacked because you over trying to look on. Put the shit down. If the camera is working fine, leave it alone. Now, if you using Team Natural products, go put it in the toilet. Put it in the fucking toilet. I said it. Put it in the fucking toilet. Put it in the toilet and flush it. But if you not, then girl, I'm telling you, just try it. Just test it out. There's not one person who was like, okay, Cyn, I'm just not gonna do this stuff for a minute. I'm gonna put it, I ain't gonna throw it away. I'm gonna just put it over here and let's test it out. Not one, I have not got a call back yet of somebody saying it didn't work. I've been binging the videos and have learned so much. Truly thank you for educating us, because a lot of us have been lost for years trying to figure it out. Keeping it simple from here on out. Girl, yes, no problem. It is my pleasure. I've been using Joyco and Brecken. Yes, and they are both excellent. So don't, if they work and don't change. I don't care. I don't care if Beyonce pulls a new golden product out of her ass. Don't buy it. Because have y'all noticed, ain't nobody talking about that product no more. Y'all get on my nerves. Everybody will be like, oh, it's the best product ever for 6 months. And then all of a sudden, you just slowly don't hear nothing about it no more. Don't nobody talk nothing about it no more. Yes, I love Joyco. Love Joyco. I noticed the growth the other day. It's past my shoulders, girl, and it's going to keep growing. What are we talking about? It's normal. Hair growth is normal. The problem is not hair growth. The problem is length of retention, and we're going to get that. Mm-hmm. Yes, they are. They are. They are. I just purchased some Biolage. Ooh. I love Biolage so much. I love Biolage. Biolage is great again. Your store has Joyo K-Pack for low porosity. I got K-Pack shampoo, but was unsure because of the keratin. I already have volume, no problem. I use K-Pack. But what you need to ask yourself for, what are you using the K-Pack for? What type of damage do you have that you're trying to repair? If you don't have damage that you're trying to repair, you're doing it for nothing. So I can't answer that question without knowing the state of your hair. You using products isn't based on how you feel about products. It's based on what your hair actually needs from a product. Hey, grown woman. Hello. Are you saying hey to me or yeah? Because who else would you be saying hi to? And by the way, my hair frizzy today, and this is what it's gonna be. Like, okay, and I'm not fixing it. And if you got a problem with it, tell your mama. Just tell them you're allergic. Easy. It is. Tell them you're allergic to stuff on your hair. You'll be fine. Yes. What do I think about ion products? Is ion Cree? Is ion in Cosmo Pop? I don't think so. I'm being very honest with you. If it's not a professional product, I'm gonna go like this. The only non-professional product I have tried in years, other than the Curl Smith, is the product that I use for Dominican blowouts that Cree told me about, but it's only because Cree worked in Dominican salons, and that's the product that they use. That's the only reason. So I'm not experimenting. It's the exact word, and I practice on the manicure for it. 3 years ago, I was doing some crazy stuff to my poor scalp, but I've been listening to all of the info that you shared with us. My hair is so healthy now. I'm 64, but my hair is 23. Listen, I love it so much. when y'all come on here with y'all honesty, when you got a little extra seasoning on you, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not old, you just got a little extra seasoning on the bottom of the pan. But my whole thing is, if we can have the accountability, most girls that are trying to argue and being catty on YouTube are in their early to late 20s or maybe their early 30s. And the majority of my clients are in between their early 50s to their early to mid 60s, like this beauty here. So argue with your mama, because most likely in a couple of years she gonna be coming to see me. So what are your thoughts on minoxidil to reverse traction alopecia? I think minoxidil is great, but traction alopecia isn't necessarily what is mainly used to be reversed, to be used for. Is not for all forms of alopecia. Did your dermatologist recommend that to you? I'm joking. I need to grow up. I'm already irritated with just the little I know. I'll probably throw my phone watching this as I learn more. I am not playing. Everybody listening to the sound of my voice, do your homework. Write it all down in a notebook. And from now on, whenever you watch a video, even mine, whenever you watch a video about hair, skin, nails, anything. Well, no, not skin and the scalp and hair specifically. Whenever you watch a video, after you do this homework, have the notebook next to you. And have the notebook open as you're watching them talk. And then let's just see what it is. Girl, bye. I'm not getting online arguing with nobody about shit. About nothing but nothing. I colored my hair twice in 1 week. The fuck me up, but I still have my hair. Oh, Lord. Don't do that no more, baby. I did that before. Way back in the day. Players messed up. Just don't do it again, my baby. No tension, please. Hey, my baby, what's poppin'? What you doing? What's cracking? I went to Natural Hair Reddit and couldn't believe the stuff I was reading. To be honest, I think that they need to open back up mental institutions, because I think that Reddit is the place where all of the people with mental disorders go to kind of talk and support each other, kind of like a support group. And most of the time, crazy people, my dad worked in mental health my whole life. So most of the time, crazy people, they all kind of need a main focus, like somebody to hate together or something to hate together. So stop wearing slick ponytails, yes. No tension. No tension. No tension, no pension. No pension and no tension. No pension and no tension. Yes, it's a fungus. Yeah, sorry. Yes, it's a fungus. My brain. Sometimes when you answering 3 million questions at one time, you be forgetting stuff. And that was what happened. Dandruff is a fungus. Okay, I'm looking for questions now. Give me a second. So I wouldn't stop the injections, because most likely if they're giving you injections, it's to kill a form of bacteria. So I would keep on. If you're already seeing the dermatologist, the injections can't hurt. Because if they've told you that you have CCCA and they're giving injections, most likely they have also seen certain overgrowth of either a parasite or a bacteria that they're trying to take care of. So I wouldn't stop. I used to put conditioner on my scalp. I hope don't do it no more. I be trying to tell y'all. I be trying. And then everybody, oh my god, my hair is so just like my grandma and my grandpa's did, but it's bullshit. Because I've been telling y'all to stop putting stuff on y'all scalp forever. Oh, my grandma, it's hereditary. No, it's not hereditary. The patterns are habitual. It's a difference. Even doctors and scientists, a lot of times a scientist will say, when we're in the labs, sometimes scientists will say, oh, well, what we're seeing when we look down the bloodline, we're seeing this form of alopecia. That does not mean that in the genome, in the blood, that means that you're gonna have alopecia. It means that y'all all got the same patterns. You know, the girl is like, well, my grandma greased her scalp, and her great grandma, and then her grandma, and my auntie, and we all did. And guess what? Everybody has alopecia. Just because your hair is long doesn't mean it's healthy. Your scalp health and and your hair strands health and longevity are two completely different things. These are things that I need y'all to understand. A big hot ass mess. A big hot ass Georgia mess. Huh? Not even hot Georgia. Hot Detroit. Huh? When it's hot, it's dirty, and you on the east side. Over there off Mack and Warren. Huh? Over there by where Kettering High School used to be where my daddy went, goddammit, and it's hot. And it's humid and your butt sweating and it's crackheads everywhere. That's how it's been. It's been some ghetto east side shit is what the hair community has been. It's been ghetto east side shit is what it's been. And I'm sick of it. Genetics does have a part to play in texture, but the way your hair is maintained depends on. Yep. I love you for that too. I love you for your accountability. I do. People still brush their hair soaking wet and blame products for why they're bald. It's the norm. It's the norm. Y'all all been following Team Natural forever. You go bald, you blame mild organics. You've been doing Team Natural practices forever, sleeping in fucking apple cider vinegar. You're not gonna tell me that you haven't done it. The amount of times that I had to Febreze my whole room because it smelled like rice nipple ass or pickle juice is crazy. Y'all apple cider vinegar girls smell like a whole box of pickles, a box of dill pickles, pickle juice. I got a pickle, I got a pickle, I got a pickle, hey. That's y'all, the pickle girls. Pickle girl? Once you know better, you do better. Let them be. Listen, let them. The homework that y'all doing is for y'all. It's not for me. It's for y'all. So that way, the next time you come across the video, Sid's making it up. You got a notebook like, no, she not. It's right here. What we talking about? What we doing? What we talking about? What we doing? What we doing? Make them tired. Y'all know how many people in my comments, I have the screenshots. I'll add them to the next video that we do. How many people are in my comments like saying I put this up and I got blocked and deleted off their channel? Stop doing that. What you going over there for? What you going over there to tell them for? They don't want it. My page private. If they want it, they can come get it. Stop casting your pearls away to swine. Stop. Why are you doing that? You could be doing other stuff. These people reading these Afro hair books and following. I'm not saying that out loud because I just don't want to give that any life and attention today. I really don't. I'm not trying to get yelled at by my husband. I'm lying. He do not yell at me, but he be looking at me like. And I'm not trying to get that look, so I'm not going. And Cree don't be saying nothing, but I remember the last time that we went live and it got brought up. He was just like, what the fuck are we talking about this shit? I want to talk about this good shit. I want to talk about that. So I'm not gonna do it. Because I don't want to get in trouble with my husband and my best friend, so I'm just not gonna say anything. How do you get to my Amazon store? If you go on Amazon and just type in CynDoll, I'll pop up, but I'll leave the link in the description when we get done. Okay. You late, girl. I'm far behind on the comments, so you good. God made Leroy. God made Leroy. Demetria, that was her name. Demetria, one of his kids. We'll go. I'm gonna introduce y'all to Leroy kids again. Give me a 2 if y'all want to see Leroy and his kids again. I know some of y'all don't like seeing Leroy, but if y'all want to meet Leroy and his kids again, we'll go back over it. Gel is bad. Is it anything good for split back styles? Kimber Putty, that's what I recommend. Same thing. I don't change, baby. I ain't gonna change, baby. Ain't nothing changed but the name on the mail when I got married, my baby. I'm still the same. You feel me? Oh, I named all Leroy kids. I named all Leroy kids. Dermanisha, girl, listen. He takes good care of all of his kids. Ooh, the mics come out at night. What? What's wrong with my scalp? I don't know. I got protein overload, but my scalp is itching and burning. What do you put on your scalp? So this is the thing. If y'all ask me questions, girl, I don't know you and you don't know me. I can't see you, but you can see me, which is kind of weird, but we're going to work with it. You know what I'm saying? You just saying, what's wrong with my scalp? I got protein overload. My scalp itching and burning. Girl, I do not know. I need to know what you've been doing, what you've been putting on your hair. How do you wear your hair from wash day to wash day? Girl, I need to know a whole bunch of stuff. I need y'all to give me clear, direct statements. Baby, I can't even do nothing with that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, it's good. No one should be using, but everybody used them. And they're amazing. That's what it, like, y'all are annoying. Y'all are annoying. Y'all use hair products. Y'all use hair products from singers. And you use fucking blow dryers, glory hole blow dryers from companies that make vacuum cleaners. The Rivera Air blow dryer comes from a company that don't know shit about hair. All they know how to do is make vacuum cleaners and household products and cleaning utensils. So that's what we doing now. We getting product, we getting tools made by people that make vacuum cleaners. Oh, okay. And have you noticed that now all of the commercials don't even have women of other races on it? It's only black women on the commercials for Rivera Air blow dryer. You know why? Because y'all the only ones buying that stupid shit. That's why. That's why they got y'all on the bottom. Sticking y'all hair in damn glory hole. Don't none of y'all know what's happening in there. Y'all just sticking y'all hair in the glory hole. Seeing what's gonna happen. I don't know. It might be sugar in there. It may be sugar. It's annoying. A clarifier and a K-Pack protein they're two completely different things. I mean, not protein, but K-Pack are two completely different things. If you can't find a clarifier with one brand, so just get a clarifier from another one. I love y'all, but y'all make hair products so complicated. I'm not getting irritated with you. I'm getting irritated with the mentality that y'all have around it. Cosmetologists that spend thousands of dollars getting their education do not spend that much time deciding what shampoos and conditioners to use. I swear to God, we don't. It is not that complicated. Like, if a brand that you really like doesn't have a clarifier, it's okay. Even though Kimber has a clarifier, so I don't know what you're talking about. But if a brand that you don't have, that you like, doesn't have a clarifier, then just get a clarifying shampoo from another brand who shares like the same type of ingredients and same type of line. Like, it's not that complicated. So like if you going from Joico and they missing a clarifier, you can get your clarifier from Paul Mitchell. It's not a big deal. You don't want to mix up. When I said don't mix products, I mean don't be Team Natural and product over here, all the butter and grease over here, this gel over here. Like, try to concise it as much as you can. If one of the products that you use, if you have, for example, the shampoos and conditioners for the most part that I'm using right now are Nexus. But when it comes to straightening my hair, my leave-in conditioners, I'm using, why am I about to say? Yes, BioSilk is what I'm using right now. So BioSilk and Nexus is what I'm using. It's not a big deal if the only product that you have is a clarifier. I'm saying if your leave-in conditioner, a shampoo is by Kimbra, but then the conditioner is by Nexus, and then the leave-in conditioner is by It to 10, and then the heat protectant is by Design Essentials, and then the serum is by this girl named Mimi that you met down the street. That's what I'm talking about. Like, but don't take it to the extreme. If one product is out of place, it's not a big deal. I've been using Keracure because I use a firm relaxer. Is that okay? I mean, it's cool. I've never really been a Keracure girl, but I mean, if it's working for you, then it's cool. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Hi, Sin, chiming in from Georgia. You truly helped me to grow my hair during 2020 pandemic. I love your butterfly PT. Oh, I'm so happy for you, and I'm so happy that you've gotten results from like our little simple things. And I'm so glad that you love the tea from Simple Apothecary. That makes me happy, and that's like one of my favorites. So thank you for that. Yes. How you doing? Oh, my bad. Yeah, she was. I was like, what's going on? Have you seen the girl that's pull up her car and do's lashes? Huh? And the person lays on their back in her passenger seat. No, but guess what? If that's how she getting her money, then okay. And whoever y'all dingleberries is that's going there and doing it, that's on you. And I bet not see shit about no review about her being unprofessional or nothing. I swear to God, if I see something, I'm gonna report your channel. I'm gonna report your channel if I see you make a video. I went to the girl who do lashes in her car and she was so unprofessional. I'ma smack you. Good. Whatever happens, good. Ooh, good. Ooh, that just irritated me. Ooh, open mental institutions. Back up. Open them up. Open them the fuck back up. Open them up. Reddit is where all of the crackheads go to talk. That's where Reddit is full of all of the crackheads kids. I'm from the D. And when you walk around the certain areas, it be crackheads everywhere. They be cool as hell sometimes. And Reddit is full of that kids. Most of y'all don't have proper grammar or punctuation. Most of y'all can't even read, don't understand. Those are the crackheads kids. I'm sorry. And y'all need to stop going over there and spending y'all extra time with them crackheads kids, is all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because it's annoying. Hey, boo, how are you? Barrette bearded man. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. I just booked my first consultation of the year to finally get consistent with taking care of my hair and going to a hairstylist or a cosmetologist. There's a difference. Make sure you ask your professional whether or not she's a hairstylist or a cosmetologist, because I I didn't play that. You don't call me a hairstylist. I'm a cosmetologist. I have those extra hours. Thank you very much. Because it's different state by state. In the state of Nevada, you it's two different licenses. So don't call me no hairstylist because I'm a cosmetologist. Ha ha ha! Flexi ride beers, skating around in space me. Y'all, I read that by mistake. Stop. Nobody gives a shit, because what happens is we come in here and then y'all be talking about it, and then I be reading stuff, not even realizing what I'm reading until I already read the whole sentence when my brain get the time to compute it. And then next thing you know, it's like, oh, see, I made a video about you. I make a video about shit. Y'all keep talking about it, and then I may mention it or something, and then we like, so stop talking about it. Don't nobody care. Okay, roller sets, flexi rides, barrettes, and beer skating around with ribbons. Okay, did you get it out? It's out. Shit. Okay. Lord. Shit. Are we okay? Lord. I'm just trying to stay, listen, I'm just trying to stay sucker free in a world full of lollipops. That's it. Sucker free in a world full of lollipops. That's all I'm trying to do, my baby. That's it. You gonna go get a glory hole on Black Friday? Go ahead. Put your hair in a glory hole. You go right ahead. You go right ahead. Yeah, glory hole. It's literally a glory hole. Like, bro, a glory hole is the same exact thing as that blow dryer. For the glory hole, it's a hole in the wall. I've never been to one, but I've seen the movies. Okay, we all done seen the movies with the little freaky people that be going, and the movie I saw, it was at like some little freaky little place, and they was all partying and stuff, and then they just went in the room, and it was a little hole, and it was men's and women's just bent over right in front of the little hole, and then they was just going in there, bloop bloop bloop. They didn't know what the hell was in there. Y'all doing the same shit. You don't know what's in that hole. You just sticking your hair in the hole. Not to mention the cuticle goes this way. The cuticle is supposed to go flat. That thing is taking the cuticle straight up this way. I don't care what happens. And in about 10 years from now, when all of y'all go in bald head, attention, Zoloft users, don't come asking me shit, because I'm not asking nobody how to repair nothing. Now that, I'm not helping. I don't care. Don't come on my channel asking me how to repair rice nipple juice, apple cider nipple juice, or the glory hole. I don't give a shit. You on your own. You on your own. Go ask the people that was on the other side of the glory hole what to do. That's what you do. You go ask them. You go ask them. Yeah, they discontinued it. Get on my nerves. Nope, I don't even know what that is. Reminds me of the home veneers. Girl, what you mean reminds? Like it's over. Why is this? Because this piece is just a curling up, and it's just a sticking out. It's just getting on my nerves. That's the only thing about when the bald spot grows back. It just come back and it just do what it want to do. It don't join the party. It don't come. Oh, I'm sorry. The veneer stuff is still happening right now. They still ordering teeth online and snapping nothing. Okay. I just looked on their website today. I know this because hello, 1,500 hours makes you a cosmetologist, not a hairstylist. Let's be very clear. My baby, shit. Yeah. Attention Zoloft users. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be like attention Revere Dyson users. Right now, there's a class action lawsuit against those with massive cuticle damage. Are you experiencing potholes in your scalp? It's gonna be all types of shit. And don't come on my channel asking me nothing because I'm not helping. I'm gonna be like, that's what y'all ass get for sticking your hair in a glory hole. That's what you get. I finally sold it and made $160 profit. I would say congratulations, but that's fucked up. You gonna give somebody else the glory hole? That's crazy. That's like, what's that one movie that like they was gonna die or something unless they killed somebody else and then they passed it on to them and that's what you just did. That's really messed up. That's messed up. You're a villain. You're the villain in the movie right now. You're the villain. Let me get rid of this glory hole. I'm gonna sell you this stupid ass shit. That's what you did. Congratulations. But I just need you to know you need to go feed some baby chickens or something. Or you need to go rescue a pet monkey. Or you need to go pet a giraffe to balance out your karma. Because that was some bullshit. Do I recommend any herbs for more volume? Well, not really. That's a loaded question because your lack of volume could be based on a lot of different things. So for you to use a herb to treat something, I need to know what is causing the actual thinning to begin with. Is herbs are not just as simple as that. Like, oh, use this herb for that. No. I need to know, just like I explained about like the inflammation, for example, seborrheic dermatitis. Seborrheic dermatitis is the end result, right? But before seborrheic dermatitis, there was inflammation. And before the inflammation, there was a trigger. So when we go back down the line, when we're dealing with seborrheic dermatitis, what I would do to find the trigger was you oiling or greasing the scalp, right? You blocking the sebaceous gland, blocking the hair's pore, clogging the hair's follicle. So when you do that, that causes inflammation, right? So the oil and the grease on the scalp are not properly shampooing or too much tension. All of these different things are triggers. The things that I'm telling you not to do on my channel are triggers. So these things trigger the inflammation. The inflammation comes, then you have seborrheic dermatitis, right? So when it comes to herbs, it's not as simple as, oh, put this on your scalp and it'll get rid of the inflammation. No, it won't. You know why? Because you'll still be greasing and oiling the scalp. That was the trigger. I'm not talking about you. I'm just using this as an example. You'll still be oiling and greasing the scalp. The trigger will still be happening. So it doesn't matter what I do about fixing the inflammation. The trigger is still going on. So the seborrheic dermatitis will never go away. Does that make sense? That's why I can't just know like, oh, use this. No, I need to know trigger that caused the inflammation, the problem, the thinning, the balding, whatever. And then we can fix that end result. But without the trigger, I can't do nothing. Potholes and speed bumps. Boom, boom, slow down. Boom, boom, slow down, Rufus. You're messing up my roof. It's my roof. Smile. Thank you. The movie is the movie that I was talking about. Smile. Yes. She not her cousin. You bought it to sell it. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I still think you need to pet some monkeys because you bought a glory hole. That's the bullshit to sell to some people. You need to go pet some monkeys or something. That's some bullshit. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Made it to the final destination. That's what I'm saying. It's some shit. It's some shit. And if this is the thing, if they hair come out, if they are attention Zoloft users because of the one that they didn't bought off you and you knew it was some bullshit when you sold it to her, girl, God gonna make hair grow on one of your nipples. You better get your shit together. I'm just telling you, bro. This shit's not okay. You gonna have hair growing out of your nipples or extra hair growing out of your butt. You better get it together, bro. Don't be passing the bullshit on to other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Don't be passing along the bullshit. I'll brush my dog for 5 minutes. That will do. Okay. I was about to say, what's going on with the church's money? Why are we talking about brushing the dogs? She sold it and said, keep me informed with your results. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's messed up. I ain't gonna tell nobody. It's just us on here, and if y'all in here, y'all don't say nothing either. But sis, that's like just go feed some pigeons. If you see a bird on the side of the road, go get it and give it some sunflower seeds. Go sing it a song or something. You better do something because it's on you. You knew it was some bullshit when you sold it. You knew it when you knew she should have been using this shit when you sold it. You did. Don't be trying to cover it up now. Not my curse if I never used it. It is because it was in your house. You saw the movie. I didn't forgot what movie you said it was. I forgot what movie it was already. You saw the movie. You saw it. You sold it on eBay. That's even worse, girl. I'm telling you, you incriminating yourself. Go pet some monkeys. Go to a petting zoo, pet some monkeys, scratch a giraffe's ass a little bit because you know they can't reach their ass. And you know giraffes' booties be itching. Have you ever thought about that? His or her ass is all the way up there. A giraffe cannot scratch his ass. Go scratch a giraffe's ass. That'll cover it up. If you go scratch a giraffe's ass, because they cannot reach it. If you go scratch a giraffe's ass, I believe you'll be all right. A little bit. Gotta be like, damn, like my child really found a giraffe and scratched his ass, like, because my other child, like, that giraffe's ass has probably been itching in that same spot for a while. And you know, when one part of your booty itch, or not, because my booty don't be itching, it be clean. But if one part of you itch, like, and you don't scratch it, like, the more you think about it, the itch spread. Giraffe's whole ass probably itch. So if you did that, go scratch a giraffe's ass, and I believe that you will probably be okay. But other than that, I think you may be in trouble. Because we listen and we do not judge. We listen and we don't judge. I'm not judging. I'm not judging you. I want you to be okay. And I don't want you to grow extra hair on your nipples. That is not cute. And plucking hair off your nipples, that shit does not feel good. I mean, I don't know how it feels. But I would imagine the way it feels on your eyebrows that it wouldn't feel good on your nipples. So I just want you to win. We listen and we don't judge. Okay, so excuse me. How do I keep my silk press from swelling? I use a clarifying shampoo, moisturizing shampoo, conditioner. Use a leave-in and make sure it's blow dry completely. Flat iron with the chaser method, it swells. Your blow dry probably isn't good enough. Practice on the mannequin. If it swells, your blow dry isn't good enough. And I'm not being rude. But in cosmetology school, when I went up to my instructor and I said, it keep reverting back and it's not doing that, she said, your blowout's not good enough. Go back to the mannequin and perfect your round brush. And when it don't swell back up, come back. That's how I learned. I don't know what else to say. So quick. She was like, come get this motherfucker. All right, so if y'all don't have any more questions, then we're going to go ahead and sign off. We've been on this thing for 2 hours and 14 minutes. I just searched for questions. I don't really see any. Yes, the blowout is most important. Let's talk about something. Speaking of blow dryers, Cree, did you think I forgot? I did not. Hold on. Hold on, players. Hold on, baby. Hold on, my baby. Real quick. Baby, listen. Hey. Now, wait a minute, baby. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. I'm still missing a brush. Hold on. Okay, so let's have a little round brush conversation right now. Let's have a little round brush conversation right about now. Okay. So these are silverellas, and these, I forgot what I named them. But they got a name, and I'm going to tell y'all in a minute. I just don't want to be rude. But I forgot. Cree, if you remember what I named them, can you put in the comments? Because I completely forgot. Anyway, so I am a creature of habit. Okay? When I perfect a technique, I stick with the tools that I use to perfect the technique, and I don't switch over and maneuver and go back and forth, right? When we are talking about different blowouts, different techniques, and things of that nature, like, for example, the way that I silk press as it compares to, let's say, a Dominican blowout, and the way their silk press will turn out. It's just what we call it. It's not the specific pattern. Anyway, so normally people have arguments on, oh, what's better? Thank you. Thank you, sister. These are the goldies. These are goldies. Okay. Oh my fucking God. Wait. Okay, so these aren't going any fucking where. These are mine forever and a day, right? But these aren't boar bristle round brushes. These don't have boar bristles in between them. Okay, they don't, which is fine. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with you for not having, I'm sorry. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with you. I'm just saying. So I've always used these my entire career. I never switched over. I did not have a reason to. So whenever me and Cree were talking and stuff, and she was telling me about the Dominican blowout, I'm not Dominican, never worked in no Dominican salon. I'm not spicy Latino. Me and Cree be talking. I told her I'm a finished French, and then I'm a finished Spanish, and she got me watching some movie. I'm gonna start watching it tomorrow. But I gotta have subtitles on because I don't speak Spanish. Okay, so anyway, the techniques of a Brazilian blowout and the techniques that we sometimes use in the hair salon are a lot different, right? And the techniques and the tools in conjunction together are things that are very important. So, like I said, normally I just use regular round brushes. I didn't really use boar bristle round brushes, not because there's something wrong with them, but because I didn't learn with these. I learned with those. Not that it's a difference as it pertains to like how to hold them and rotate them, but I'm just like, for what? It's not broke, don't fix it. But my baby girl, the way my hair was looking after I used the goldies, oh my God. Like, I just don't even, when I tell you I did not need a flat iron, when I tell you I did not need a flat iron. I normally I flat iron my hair on like 400. Girl, my flat iron was barely on when I did this. Like, I didn't do no Brazilian blowout. But all this shit here is from the Goldies. Oh my God. Like, I text Cree at 7 o'clock this morning. It was 7 o'clock my time. And I was like, I feel like my whole career has just been a sham. It's just been a lie. It's been a lie. Where have these round brushes been all of my life? I'm like, because me and Cree, we don't be doing what each other say. We be like, okay, I'm going to try it. I was like, shut the fuck up. This round brush did change my whole life. But this is the thing. Once again, when it comes to tools, it's going to be dependent on what I'm trying to do, right? So if I want to use a round brush for a specific purpose to make my hair do a specific thing, then it's going to be the Goldies, baby. But then if I want something maybe a little less bodyful, then it may be the other round brush. But all of the round brushes have their own purpose. There are certain tools and techniques. It's not about, oh, this round brush damaged my hair, but this one didn't. If you use the round brush that damaged your hair, you didn't use it properly. You didn't know what you were doing. So that's something I wanted to talk about. Life's been changed. New round brushes, the Goldies are in this thing. So I'm going to do, I was doing my Brazilian blowout again, but I'm not doing it until I wash my hair again. So it'll be for my next wash day, which is going to be probably in like 3 days. Because I just did this oily stuff yesterday. So it'll probably be in like 3 or 4 days. But girl, y'all ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing. I'm gonna let y'all know the video that I do, the next one that I do, it's gonna be a straight voiceover because I'm gonna be so stank in that video. I'm gonna be like, because if it's bouncy right now, oh my God, just imagine roller set first. I just can't deal. Like, I just can't deal. Technique is key. That's it. So I'm so freaking excited about that. And that's why I get so irritated online when they're like, whose technique is best between this or this, or who's better between this or that. Like, regular Black salons and Dominican salons are, neither one is better than the other. One has one technique and one has another technique. Some techniques are super dope. I'm gonna be honest with you. Girl, I don't have all of that goddamn patience. Am I going to do a roller set? Am I going to do a Brazilian blowout every time? Hell fuck no, I'm not. What the hell? No, I'm not. Every time, girl, do you know how long it took me to put all them goddamn rollers in my hair? It seemed like every time I put one roller in, 7 more strands of hair popped up. I swear to God, not strands, but 7 more sections. I swear to God. So am I going to do a Brazilian blowout every wash day? No, I'm not, but I'll probably do every other wash day. And then after every other shampoo day, I'm sorry, Crane, I just felt attacked, and you're not even here, but I just watched the one video that you did a couple of days ago, and you was like, I felt like I was in cosmetology school because my cosmetology instructor was like, you wash your clothes. You do not wash your hair. You shampoo your hair. So on the video Cree did, she was like, let's stop saying wash day. Like, because you wash your clothes, and she had the same lecture that my instructor did. So now I'm like, no wash, shampoo. So anyway, like whenever the next time I shampoo my hair, I can go from like me doing a flat iron right now. That's what it is. Flat iron, silk press, whatever you want to call it. Or I can do a Brazilian blowout, or I can do a freaking roller set or a perm rod set or a flexi rod set. There are so many options. That's why I get irritated when y'all be like, oh, if we can't wear twist out to wash and goes, what do we do? Shut your ass up. The same stuff that your grandmas and aunties was doing for decades. Like, what are you talking about? It's annoying. Sorry, I ran about that. Yes, I felt so like I was like, oh my god, and I don't know why it comes out. I just used to be like, oh, oh, oh. Even before, if y'all watch some of my other videos, you'll catch me like checking myself, like, oh, I mean, shampoo. Yes, shampoo day, and I washed it. Okay. Are those brushes? No, the goldies are in my Amazon store. Yeah, but give me a minute. Give me a minute. You know what I mean? Like, just give me a minute. Let me because we just started our relationship, right? Me and the Goldies, we just started our relationship, but we're all in this together. I'm not throwing these brushes away. So y'all gotta like give me time because I'm not just about to throw them out and like, well, I'm kicking y'all out and I'm about to add them to the list. It ain't just y'all no more. Like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm loyal, so give me a minute and then I'll add them to the store. What did she say about herbs? I just got in here. I need a real girl. You have to rewind this stuff, girl. I've been answering 300,000 questions. I ain't gonna remember that, girl. You have to rewind that thing. But the beginning part of this, we mainly focus on polymers. Herbs will be in our next live because I'm not gonna overload my brain like that. We mainly focused on polymers today and the human scalp and all of that. So, but rewind it back. We touched on it a little bit. The next live will be all herbs. All herbs. We won't even have a question and answer portion where I answer hair and scalp questions. It'll be all herbs, all herbal questions. But I wanted to get this out of the way because the last video was literally about polymers for the scalp. So I had to do this before we moved on. Ooh. Yes. Now, when we're talking about blow dryers, I'm gonna be honest. I don't have a preference on blow dryers. Like Hot Tools blow dryers are bomb. You get a Hot Tools blow dryer for like $30. Those are some good ass blow dryers. So for the most part, you can blow dryers are pretty fine. It's flat irons that you kind of want to play around with. She in her fields. Who in their fields? Are those olive garden brushes? Yeah, they are. That's why I don't want them to hear me talking about these. Cause these nanotype, the new ones aren't. But these are these. Yes, this is an olive oil brush. Yes. And this one just says T Technique. But my favorite round brushes, the round brushes that the round brushes that I've been using my entire career are olive oil. I have been using olive oil round brushes my entire career. The entire time. That's not true. It was another brand before that. And then once I started with olive oil, then I never. That's not olive oil. Lord, Olive Garden. I said olive oil. I was trying not to say Olive Garden because I was thinking about food and I was like, oh, I'm sounding like a fat ass, but it's Olive Garden. Next slide. Yes, I promise. I promise I got you. Yes, you have homework. So everybody, make sure you go and rewind it, right? So everybody has the homework so they know what to do. I swear to God. I swear to God, I'm not playing. Like, I'm so serious. Like, I'm not doing no more lives like this. Unless me and Cree go live on my channel. Like, I'm not even doing it if y'all don't do your homework, and I put that on my mama. Good night, sister. I'm not playing. I have her channel on my community page all the time, and I'm putting it in the description box, and I'm gonna be checking. I know y'all better go watch my sister videos, and we're gonna have problems. Cause she be on here giving y'all fire. So y'all can go over there and subscribe to her stuff. When is the next live going to be? So don't get mad at me, but I don't like telling y'all like exact dates for lives because I don't stick to the dates a lot of times. And I don't mean not to stick to them, but I think because I did hair for so long and I had to stick to a schedule, my soul just don't want to stick to schedules now. So I'm getting better with that. But I don't know. Yes, goes up to my sister. Good night, sister. Love you, girl. I use Red Crisp Pro. Yep. Heavy dryers hurt your arms. Yeah, it's good. I think you don't have to like go crazy with a blow dryer. Now, I think personally, if you doing something like a Brazilian blowout, or if you're round brushing, you need a good blow dryer. You can't go with no booty $15 blow dryer. But you know, yes, you got homework. So go to the beginning, watch what you didn't see, so you can get the homework because y'all gonna be in trouble. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Can you talk about flat irons for a second, please? Ceramic versus titanium. I don't, the same way I feel about round brushes is the same way I feel about flat irons. I don't have a preference between titanium and ceramic. Well, no. I don't have a preference as it means like, oh, this one's better than the other. Just for me as a professional, I'm only going to use one type of flat iron. I use titanium. So it just depends on what you like the best. So Christy Poo's in here. Okay, everybody relax yourself. First of all, let me say this. Let me say, because I've been wanting to speak to Chrissy directly for a while. Can I just say, Chrissy, that when I watch your videos, I think like, God damn it, Cynthia, why didn't you do this? That's the point that I missed. Why didn't I put the camera up to record the real life situations that are happening in the shop? And when I say like, the way that you add like real life and reality to the industry is just something, to me, is the one thing that I feel like everybody's missing, because it's one thing for cosmetologists like me or just hairstylists, braiders, whoever, to say, oh, people do this or people do that or this happens and nobody has these type of communication skills and this and that. But to visually see it is a whole nother thing. And to me, it's just so empowering. And you, as a cosmetologist, you just feel so seen, seeing another cosmetologist get in there and say the same things that you've been saying for decades to the clients. Like, I think the one that did me in the most, girl, I got up and I was yelling at the phone. I lied. I put you on my TV. You was on my TV the day that you was doing the chick's hair, and you was like, hey, like, if I'm hurting you, say something. It's no way for me to know. Then she told her, she was like, look, put yourself in my shoes. How would you feel if you doing somebody hair and they behind you like, like, how would you feel? That would make me, and the girl just like, okay, yes. So girl, like, Chrissy, I love everything that you're doing. Please do not stop. Like, oh my God, like, people need to see that. And I feel like my dad used to always tell me that things only happen like that, and people are only comfortable, things only go under the radar when they like private, when they not seen. But when you have cosmetologists and professionals that are bold enough to hold a mirror up to people, because to me, that's what your channel is. Your channel, I mean, that's not the only thing it is, because you're dope as hell. Like, F an algorithm, you're dope. But like, I think is great. Your channel is a great mirror for women to look at, to see like, okay, yes, you don't mind detangling, but y'all, you not combing your hair and not saying nothing. It adds an extra 2 hours sometimes to my day to throw my whole schedule off. And your channel gave them the clearest depiction of that. And it's fucking amazing. And I think you're dope as hell for doing it. And no matter what, girl, don't stop unless you find, like another opportunity to give you more peace. But like, I think you are so dope. And I'm just here giving you flowers. I don't have any flowers right on me, but imagine that I'm sprinkling them. She said, y'all late. I've been on Cree's channel. Okay, I understand. No worries. I understand the schedule thing. I can't get to work on time. It's a work in progress. Listen, if you can't get to work on time, don't book no appointments, huh? Work on your scheduling and your time from the beginning. Stop with the bullshit. Oh my God. Do y'all know sometimes as cosmetologists, we don't even eat? You know how many times my husband was yelling at me like, did you eat today? Sometimes my husband would just come up there and bring me food. This was before Postmates. He would be like, here, here, stop. Especially once he was off work, he would just bring food automatically because he knew I didn't eat anything. Like, I've been watching Chrissy since Penny's when her salons only let her cut inches. Listen, you an OG. Look, Chrissy, you life. Thank you, boo. Yeah, get the likes up. Like, what's going on in life? That's crazy that the likes aren't where they're supposed to be, because your girl has been in this motherfucker for like almost 3 hours answering all of your questions for free 99. If you don't know what you're doing, stick to ceramic. But I mean, okay, but you can damage your hair with, to me, that statement is why most people have heat damage. You can get heat damage with ceramic too if you don't know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, don't pick up a flat iron, period. I love y'all, but yes, we do. We love you, Chrissy. We love you, Chrissy girl. Oh my God. Because what we trying to do, Chrissy, while you bullshitting, the next time we up here alive, we trying to have you slide through for the one time. And you come up on here, me and Creed, we're not even behind the chair no more. You know, with my lives, we none of us are behind the chair anymore. But you still there. Look, me and Creed will get some tea. Ooh, that rhyme. We'll get some tea and we will sit all the way back. And we will just let you talk and we will mute ourselves. I know you see some of the lives with me, T, and Creed, where we all just go and take our turns and then we be like, you can't even hear us. We be in the back like, girl, oh my God. Girl, come through. Like, blow the chat up real quick with 8 if y'all want Christy to come on live one day with your girl. One day, if y'all want us to set it up. Hi, baby. I'm about to get off of here in a minute because my husband here.
Let's go, Lions. Let's go, Lions. Let's go, Lions. Let's go! Go play with me.
We made it almost 3 hours without any of that, but titanium is for professionals. Yep, true. But you still need to practice. Don't think that you're free from heat damage, but it's true. Put some respect on these cosmetologists. They expose themselves. Listen. Girl, y'all scalps was nasty. I could have had Ebola a couple of times messing around with y'all.
Whatever. Let's go, Lions. Stop having Ebola. The Lions won. You know, the Lions won again.
Ty, why are we having this conversation? Like, we know that the Lions are going to win every game. We know that, except for that one little time. But when they lost that time, it was just so they could play around a little bit. You don't want to keep whooping everybody's ass too bad. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, we're not talking about that. That's why I told him not to come in here. Because I'm from the D for real, so I get excited about it too. But anyway. Does your hair move after blow drying? Yes, your hair should still look like this. Like when you get done blow drying, it should. Because if your hair don't move when it's blow drying, I'm just putting I'm typing your comments as I'm talking because it's like I'm doing the audio and then you got the words at the bottom. Because if your hair is not properly blow dried, then it won't move. So if you want it to be like it's light and fluffy, then you're gonna have to do better and probably rinse stuff out, because most likely your ass added too much conditioner and didn't rinse it out properly, so your hair is weighed down and heavy. Girl, that's crazy. You know what you're talking about. Look, let me see if it'll finish it. Or that he said it on the flat iron is way too hot for your hair type. It's a whole lot of things that can come out. I love missing a meal when you making money. I swear to God, like, to be honest, I would just work and I wouldn't be like, oh my God, I'm so hungry. I sure do hope I can eat something after my next client. I sure am hungry. Like, no, I didn't feel like that. I just was moving. I'm like, you come on, you come on, you come on, you come on. That's why I gave people a 5-minute grace period, because I do not have 15 minutes sitting around waiting for you. Because if I sit down for 15 minutes because you're late, my body is going to come down and I'm going to start feeling how tired I am. I'm going to start feeling my stomach growl and all type of shit. So you might want to be here on time, or I'm going to go eat and I'm not going to stop eating because you're here. That's why I'm canceling your appointment. We love you so much, Dow. Thank you. You're welcome so much for your time and wisdom. We appreciate you so much. I appreciate you and your brain for being open. I do. Mm-hmm. All right. I love y'all. So, Chrissy Pooh, if you come back on here in this thing, I asked everybody in the place if whether or not they want you to come in here, come through one day while we live. I don't know if you caught the last live that I had. The last live we did.
We got beef?
What?
We got beef?
What are you talking about?
The Lions won again. I ain't gonna say the B word, because you know I want to.
I know, baby.
The D, yeah, that DB, yeah.
I know, baby.
We got beef? Somebody talking shit
No,
in the chat?
nobody's talking shit in the chat.
Okay, because the Lions won again.
I know, baby. Nobody's talking shit in the chat.
I'm just saying.
I know.
Okay.
All right. I'm about to go because the game's over and he's going to be like this until tomorrow. So, Chrissy Pooh, I asked everybody if whether or not they wanted you to come through on the live with us and like yell at everybody about something. Not yell at everybody, but I don't know, give them a lecture. I don't know, me and Cream, we're not even gonna say nothing. Whoever else I have on live, whatever happens, nobody else is gonna say nothing. Even if I have 10 other people up here on the floor, ain't nobody else saying shit. Everybody's gonna mute their mic, and if somebody talk while you talking, I'm gonna be like, shut up while Chrissy Pooh is talking. And just talk your shit, girl. Like, let it out. Tell her what it's all about. And we have a topic and stuff, but girl, email me, girl. Email me, baby. You know what I'm talking about? And I told everybody to put up 8s if they want you on here. And as you can see, it's a bunch of 8s in a place. Oh, my best friend said 8 too. So I'm just letting you know, it's not me. It's not just me. Like, don't encourage him. Do not encourage him, Cream. So, all right. I love y'all. So everybody just start stalking Chrissy's page and be like, when you coming out live with Sin? When you going out live with Sin and Cream? When are you going live? When you going live? Okay. Yes, he's so Detroit. It's ridiculous, and I'm nervous about him coming back in here because I don't have time. And he had a lot of tact because normally, whenever people from the D win something, the B word has to go in there. Like the B word is the period on our sentence. It's punctuation. It's the period or the explanation part. So he's doing really good. He was supposed to say because the Lions won again and then say the B word real hard in the Detroit tone, but he didn't do that. And I appreciate him, but I'm not gonna push it. You know, I'm not gonna push it. Yes, they won. Yeah, they did. My husband going for the Lions too. Yeah, because they the ones. Detroit saying don't come to YouTube. She don't be on here like that. Take it, Bill. You know. You're welcome, baby. Yeah, we gonna set it up. I think she gone now. So y'all gonna have to go tell her and y'all gonna have to stalk her or whatever. Be like, email in. Email in. I don't know, but you just let them know. All right, I love y'all so much. Lil Debbie Cakes, where the hell have you been? Have you been in here the whole time? Because I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, and I was gonna say something today, but I was like, I'm awake. Maybe it's late. You know what I mean? But I feel like I haven't seen your antennas in a while. Where have you been? Where have you been? Or have you been here but just in the cut? I just joined the 7-day challenge and my hair has turned all the way around. Going to see my local cosmetologist on the 17th. I am so happy for you. Thank you for sharing that here because people think I make stuff up, but it's a vibe. It is. It's a whole vibe. Good night, everybody. Okay. You've been off grid. I figured as much. How are you? I missed you. You can feel it when you're not here. Don't do it again. Or at least tell me when you're not going to be here so I'll know you're okay. Okay, so I love you. Signing off, the Lions won again and we get money and we run on them things. That's it. All right. I love y'all so very, very much. Thank you for sticking around to the end with me. Make sure you are around. I want to say that I won't have the video up by tomorrow, but I have issues and most likely I'll pull an all-nighter and stay up, but I don't want to do that. So the video will either come tomorrow morning or the afternoon. We're going to talk about Ayurvedic herbs. See, you see this about to be wet a bit. I'm starting to sweat. It's time to go and wrap my hair up. All right. I love y'all. And I will see you players later. Okay. Okay.